I'm a big component of I we got to judge the whole body of work. Even when I've talked about, like, especially when we talk about conclusions and endings, because even with Attack on Titan, grave about how good it is and whatever, it fumbled the ending. The ending was dry. It was there was no real, like it didn't feel complete. Like it was just like this. It just felt like rushed. It felt flat. It felt like, what was the point of all this? This whole story that you just put me through. Why did I go through this?
Mm.
And that's why, like, the conclusion is so important to me, or like for me as a fan. Like, I really care about how a manga ends, and it's like, if I've gone through this entire story, this entire journey with you, and you just go like, all right, like it feels like you just give up at the end. You're just kind of like, all right, whatever, man. Let me just wrap this shit up. I'm gonna be upset as a fan.
Since I read, all sorts of different mangas, I would say a good ending for me is something that, you know, it evokes an emotion out of you. So like for Chainsaw Man, it's kind of like a somber ending, but like I felt good at the end. Um Fist of the North Star, I felt something at the end. Like even if it's like, sad, like if an ending leaves me sad or happy, I think that's cool. If it leaves me like, what? Or like a
Yeah.
confused emotion, then I think that's like, sort of bad. Unless, somebody like says it or, gives me their interpretation of it and then like I could come to accept to what I just read. But it's kind of hard to decide what's like a really good ending to me because sometimes I could really just walk away being like, I don't really know, man. And then somebody else would give me their perspective on it. Then I would have like that confused emotion would turn into understanding, and I think that would be okay with me.
For me, it's not really about. I'm okay being left with questions at the end of a story, or like
Mm.
still being left with some type of mystery or some type of like, like, damn, we didn't really get that, thing answered. I do enjoy stories though that make me feel like it's completed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
things but like the story has been is a complete circle. It
Mm.
tells the full thing. Where I feel that at the end of this journey, at the end of this story, like, okay, like I feel good about it. I feel like I could leave off on this story right here and just understand that at least the main goal was accomplished. There may be some little side quests,
Mm-hmm.
but like at least the main
Hmm.
goal was accomplished. I do like what Cyrus, what you said though, is like the emotion that the ending leaves me. Like, I'm perfectly fine with being left sad at the end of a story.
Mm.
I actually prefer to be left sad at the end of a
Yeah.
story. Like, I think those are really great endings. Like,
Yeah.
endings that really make me. It's sometimes not even sad, but like some type of emotion where you're just like, damn, like that's like,
Because
Yeah.
wow, you reached this point.
it's easy to make someone feel happy, but it's really hard to make someone feel sad.
Yeah.
I think that one of the greatest endings, and the reason why it's legit like one of my favorite animes mangas ever, is Full Metal Alchemist. I think the ending for Full Metal Alchemist is so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because once again, the story is completed. You feel like, okay, but like you're left off with all these different mysteries and wonders of this. Like I think like a conclusion could always feel like a new, like there's another journey ahead. Like, we
Yeah.
may not be able to see that
Yeah.
journey or experience that journey, but at least we were able to experience this one journey, and even be left with some feeling of, wow, like there's something more in the future. There's something more, like I enjoy that feeling when I complete something.